Yeah, so James Harden. I'm not even surprised. I mean, it's kind of whatever to me now because, a lot of athletes, rappers, they pay these hoes, they be outside the locker room, the clubs. I mean, and it's sad because, I mean, these dudes is young. So, I mean, they kind of like, our age or sometimes younger. And I mean, that's what young niggas do. Like, you trying to have fun, you gonna fuck with these hoes. But the thing is, it just shows like if you want to look at it from an outer perspective, it's like even when young men have like a lot to lose, or they're just like where you want to build a public perspective, or if you just don't want to get caught up and you don't want your millions compromised, like they'll still do it. It's just like that's the power of pussy is so large, it's so powerful, shit, because it doesn't matter. Like a man is a man at the end of the day, and like these women know that, and they, the ones out there who be selling their body and they use what they got to get what they want. You know, Players Club quote. They gonna get you. I mean, if it ain't him, it's the next one, and it's gonna keep happening over and over again. And then it's crazy because, like, in a way, it's bipartisan. Because man, it's crazy that it resorts to this, but like men will throw money at women like nothing, especially if you got it. Like that whole, oh, it ain't tricky if you got it. I mean, it still is, but it kind of like lowers your resistance to it because I mean niggas out here want to hit, and sometimes if you got the opportunity to kind of hit whoever you want, it starts to get kind of like less of a challenge because that's what it is. Like men are, they're hunters, and after a while, like when something comes so easily, it's like you want to put more effort into it, and sometimes effort means just like paying because you want a certain quality of it. So I mean, you maybe after every game you seeing these hoes going in and out the locker room, hallways and everything, and you like, oh, I had her before, that song, like, oh, same old hoes, but you start to venture out. Now we got Instagram and Snapchat and shit, and you see these hoes that when you was little, you was like, nah, I could never hit something like that. But now you got the money, and it ain't even shit. Like it's like pocket change. Like you gonna probably do that, if you ain't really like, have your foundation yet, as far as like a family and everything. You just out there trying to hit something. And what's sad is some dudes have a family and they'll still do that, but it just kind of lets you know that where people prioritize things, and or they don't even prioritize it, they still put something that can be so detrimental inside their own circle, and it's just like happens all the time. But I mean, James Harden, I ain't that mad at you. I mean, at least you ain't had no baby, at least not yet. But at the moment, you gonna get chewed up on social media. But that's it.